Hey, it's me, the JFT Network, coming back with another video today. We are talking the recap of Week 15. So let's get into it. I picked 11. I went 12-4 on this week after a rough week last week and going a record of 7-9. That was horrid. But regardless, I did pretty good this week. Starting off with the Denver Broncos and the Colts game on Thursday night, I think. Was it Thursday night football? Yeah, it was Thursday night football. And this game was not very interesting, I'll be honest. I mean, it was interesting because Brock Osweiler did good. My man, Brock, I like him a lot. If you did not know already, I mean, if the Jets were to sign him, I would not be so mad with that. I wouldn't be happy because I like Petty better, but you know what I mean. So, regardless, Simeon goes into this game, coming and trying to get the dub against the bad Colts team. Gets injured in the second quarter, and there you go. Brock Osweiler's time to shine. He does that exactly. He brings the game to a 25-13 win with a touchdown running and passing and 187 yards in the air, through the air. So that's a good game for them. The Broncos go 5-9 on the season, I think. And the Indianapolis Colts dropped to 3-11, I think, 4-10. Yeah, it's something like that. Something 3-11 or 4-10. Regardless, they get the win. Broncos get the win next. Bears in Detroit Saturday. Detroit came into this game fighting for the playoff lives, and they did exactly that. They won the game 20-10. Stafford played his average game. I mean, he isn't going to put up 500 yards and 6 touchdowns, but he's going to put you up 250 yards on average and pair of touchdowns and maybe an interception. Regardless, they win the game. The Lions still have a chance at that in the playoffs. Next, the Chargers and the Colts and the Chiefs. Chiefs coming off of a big game against the Raiders in a 25-15 win there, saying, okay, we can do this. We still got the playoffs. I'm sorry about the sun in my eyes. We still got the playoffs in the arsenal. Let's do this thing. We can win this division, and they came out there and did exactly that. I had the Chargers to win this game. That was wrong. The Chargers just didn't. I don't know. Honestly, these teams are pretty much These teams combined are pretty much the same in my book. But it seemed like the Chiefs wanted it more this week with a great game from rookie Kareem Hunt to get the W there. Next, Philadelphia Eagles the Giants. Sorry, it took me so long to think about that. Anywho, the storyline of this game was Nick Foles. Nick Foles is taking over for the Eagles this season after an injury to Wentz in the third quarter of that Rams game. And the Philadelphia Eagles beat. Honestly, I wasn't surprised about this game. Nick Foles is better than everyone thinks he is. So therefore, he played reasonable. Did not do bad. As bad as some people thought, at least. But he beat the Giants. The Giants aren't a hard team to beat with no wide receiver and running game. It's pretty much Eli Manning show there, and no offense, Eli, you have to have a team around you. It's not really an insult. It's just the truth, man. And regardless, they get the W there for the Philadelphia Eagles. Philly stays the best team in the league with 12-2 record. Next, Bengals, Minnesota. Minnesota gets the win here. Bengals just aren't good this season. The Minnesota Vikings are, so therefore, yeah. Case Keenum's playing season of his life. See, hopefully that continues for the rest of his career. I really like this whole NFC group here with a lot of teams that don't seem like they're going to drop out anytime soon. Like the Cowboys, regardless whatever I think. Cam Newton's Panthers, the Eagles, the Vikings. That's 4 teams to fight for the playoffs. I mean, Super Bowl every single year. That's awesome. So yeah, back to this game. The Vikings get the win here. It's not surprising to me. Next game, the Ravens Browns. 27-10 is a fair score to this game. I watched this game again, I watched this Browns game. There's not much to say about the Browns. They just don't have an offensive line, or defense. They just don't get to the quarterback enough, and they get sacked too much. Without an offensive line, I've said this several times. Without an offensive line, you cannot get yourself a quarter. It doesn't matter if you had Tom Brady there. You have to have an offensive line, or he's going to get sacked every single play. That's the issue in Cleveland. Cleveland loses, goes 0-14 on the season. Next, Arizona Cardinals and Washington Redskins. Washington wins this game 6-8 on the season for the Redskins. Looking to have a career. Looking to build off of what they have there and keep winning, trying to treat themselves as a team, but the NFC's still hot. I think any team that Kirk Cousins is on is a 500 team at worst. I think they'll win out these next 2 games and have an 8-8 season, but regardless, they won't make the playoffs. They've already been eliminated. Arizona Cardinals just too old, like I've said several times. Palmer's too old. No offense to you, future Hall of Famer Fitz. Gerald, you're just getting old. And Peterson, he's been old for 4 years. I like the guy, but yeah, like I said, he's too old. Next, the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers trying to hold out and beat a coming off of injury Aaron Rodgers, and it succeeds. I had the Packers to win this game because I just thought this would be the game. This would be where the Packers do it. I thought they'd come out here and put it on them, but I didn't think put them on them, but I thought they'd get the W. This game was close, but in the end, the Carolina Panthers get the W here. Next game, the Jets and the Saints. What can I say about this game? I made the video on this game, Jets versus Jets versus Saints. Several days yesterday. But what I have to say about this game, in real quick, is that the Jets are too young to be too young to be in prime Drew Brees, and the running game that is there in Ingram and that other guy whose name I can't think of right now. But as I was saying, Jets are still a young team. It's not the end of the Jets. It's encouraging seeing the fight, but they still lose. 5-9 on the season. The Saints are playoff bound, in my opinion. Next, the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills. I predicted this game. I thought Buffalo could come out here and prove that they still deserve or still have a fight at this playoff spot, and they did exactly that. The Miami Dolphins just aren't good. Jay Cutler's iffy at best, average at best, to be honest. He's had some good years, but this is not particularly the year, in my opinion. Next, Houston Texans and the Jaguars. Honestly, the Jaguars are legit. I've been thinking about this team a lot lately, because everyone's telling me they're playoff bound, they're Super Bowl bound. I don't see it, bro. I don't see it, Blake. Blake Bortles just isn't. You can't win games in the playoffs. You can't win the Super Bowl without a quarterback. You know what I mean? Without a good quarterback. I don't think he'll last very much longer there. Now that they know they have a defense and a run game, I think he'll get traded or get released. I think Eli Manning could be signed there in the offseason just because of the way that he was treated during this season by the Giants. I think that could be a possible landing spot for him. But we'll talk about that in the end of the season. Right now, we're talking football. Regardless, they win this game in a blowout, 34-7. Not surprising to me, but regardless, to get the W here versus a very beat up Houston Texans team. Next, the Rams and the Seahawks. This game should have been close. I had the Seahawks to win this game. This was a complete blowout. The Rams killed the Seahawks in every way, shape, and form. Regardless, the Seahawks are probably not playoff bound at this point, which is going to be weird having a playoffs without the Seahawks. But we'll find out. I think they still have a chance, but they've got to do a lot of things right, and they can't play football like they played on Sunday to win any games, in my opinion. They played like they were the Browns on Sunday. Next, Tennessee Titans, San Francisco 49ers. 49ers get the W here. Tennessee Titans, I don't know. Tennessee's up iffy as well. These fourth-year quarterbacks, or third-year quarterbacks, whichever, and the Blake Bortles type, and the Jameis Winston type, and the Mariota type are just struggling this year for some reason. Regardless, 49ers win. Garoppolo is legit. I was gonna say this like 2 weeks ago when they got the first win, but I didn't feel like I could say it and make sense. But he's legit. He's a good quarterback. Respect him. When you learn off of Tom Brady so long, you end up to be a good quarterback. Next, the Patriots and the Steelers. This game is the what is the catch game. Honestly, it was a catch. It was a touchdown. Regardless, I think the Patriots need to be investigated on this matter. It's happened twice this year. It's not a coincidence. I'm not gonna lie to you. But anyway, the Patriots get the win. It is what it is. Probably gonna see each other in the AFC Championship this year. So it is what it is. Like I said, Steelers are a good team. Patriots are a great team, or however you want to say it. They're both great teams. We'll see what happens in the playoffs. I think that's going to be a great matchup in the AFC Championship game. I don't think it'll be as easy as it was last year. Let's just put it that way. Next, the Dallas Cowboys and the Oakland Raiders. Oakland just isn't as good as everyone thought they were. An easy schedule makes an easy season. I don't know what to say more about this game. They won. Dallas Cowboys are not over. They get Zeke back this week. I don't like it. I enjoyed the 6 weeks without him, but he's back. In the last game, the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Atlanta Falcons are playoff bound again. They're not on the Super Bowl. What do you call it? Super Bowl high or whatever. So yeah, they're gonna make it back to the playoffs. Whether they make the Super Bowl, I sort of kind of doubt it. But anyhow, that's the video. If you liked the video, hit the like button. I went 12-4 this week. And on the season, I am 44-75. Just a little bit under 75% win radius. Pretty good. Not the greatest. That's the video. If you like the video, make sure to hit the like button. For more like this, hit the subscribe button. That has been week 15 recap. Come back for the preview tomorrow. Have a nice day. God bless you all.